Hello everyone, this is Ashrit from Learn Digital Academy. So in this class, we'll discuss on Illustrator tools. So in the left hand side, you can see this is completely our tool panel. So all required tools, all required shapes you will get in the left hand side. So this is the main tool panel. So we need to work whenever we are doing a small design also. So or it is a big design or maybe any artistic work or any illustrations work. So always you need to use this tool panel. So this is the main thing and this is the most important thing. So you need to learn whenever you are doing any design. So without using tools, you can't able to create single design also. So let's discuss one by one. The first one you can see which is highlighted in the gray, the dark gray. So that is a selection tool. So if you want to select any object in the artboard, so always you need to use selection tool and the shortcut is V. If you want to move any object from one place to another place, again you need to use move tool only. So how? So we'll see. So just initially I am drawing one normal shape. So in the right hand side you can see a fill and a stroke. So fill means the inside color. So you can change whatever color you need for your objects. And then the stroke means the border. So here you can increase and decrease the stroke value also. That means the border size, we call it as stroke. So whatever color you need, so you can fill. So once everything is done, if you want to move, so always you need to use selection tool. So selection tool is also our move tool in Illustrator. So just you can see nothing is selected, nothing is highlighted. If you click on that object, it will highlight it with the blue line, and also you can see 9 or 8 small points over here, and the middle one, the ninth point. So we call it as center point of a object. So now it is your selected object. So now what you can do, so just click and drag. So click and drag, so that means you can move your object from one position to another position. So always all the software having a universal undo, that is Ctrl Z. Here also Ctrl Z is your universal undo. So then if you want to rescale, how to rescale the object? So very simple, you need to select the object. So now you can see it is our selected object as it is highlighted. So from any corner, so just you need to drag it. So click and drag, so you can rescale the object. So you can observe one thing. So whatever scaling I am doing, you can change x-axis and y-axis also. That means width and height. So uniform scaling and non-uniform scaling we have. So if you want non-uniform scaling, just click and drag in any direction, you will get square to rectangle, rectangle to square, or whatever it may be. So if you want to make a perfect scaling, so always hold down the shift button in your keyboard and from any one corner click and drag. So you can see this is our uniform scaling. So if you need uniform scaling, always use shift. So whatever shape it may be, so if you are rescaling a shape, if you are rescaling any images or whatever it may be, so always use shift. So whenever you require uniform scaling, so you can see only it is moving in single axis, so not even double, so only single axis. So if you lift or if you leave the shift button, if you release the shift, so you can move in x-axis and also in y-axis. So this is how you need to rescale your object. So if you want to rotate your object, so if you want to tilt your object for 30 degree, 40 degree or whatever degree it may be, so how? So that is also very simple. Just you need to move your cursor towards any one of the corner. You can see the cursor point is changing. So it is giving a rotation axis. Just click and drag So in the cursor point only, that means near your fingertips, that means a mouse point. So you can see how much angle you are rotating the object. So currently 17 degree, 18 degree, 20 degree. So whatever axis you need, you can rotate. So whatever angle you need, you can play, you can rotate, and you can release mouse button. So once the rotation is done, you can see it's pretty simple and pretty easy also. So undo. So as we know, Control Z. So if you want to make any corner roundness, that means smooth edges if you need. Now you can see all four having sharp edges. If you want to make any edges smooth, so here you can see one small dot in all four corners, 1 2 3 4. So just you need to click and drag your mouse, so you can see, so it is changing its curve radius. That means a normal shape is, or sharp edges, we are converting the sharp edges to smooth edges. Now you can see all 4 points are in smooth. So if you need any one point, so what you need to do, so just select a object. So which point you want to make a smooth, just click on only that point, so and then drag it. Now you can see only the selected point, it's giving you a curvature. So not only for rectangle shape, you can apply this for all different shapes also. So maybe star, polygon, hexagon, whatever it may be, you can apply. So if you want to use only 2 points, how to select multiple points? Yes, so always use shift button to do multiple selection. Click on one point, so then exactly opposite point I'm clicking, so hold shift and click. So now just drag up and down. So how much curvature you need, you can give. Near your mouse, you can observe one thing, it is showing R. R means the radius of the surface. So 16.51 millimeter. So if you move your mouse by clicking your mouse button, you can easily identify the changes over here. So how much smoothness you need, you can use that. Make sure that if you want to move anything, always you need to use selection tool, that also a move tool. So fine. So then one more tool, one of the major tool to change the shapes from different shapes to different positions or different irregular shapes. We call it as direct selection tool. So in the right hand side to selection tool, you can see direct selection tool. Just click on that, select it. So what exactly it will do? You can move individual points with the help of direct selection tool. For example, click on that point, you can move that only selected point. So now you can see previously my object is in rectangle or a square. Now it's look like in a different shape. So you can say this is in the shape of arrow. So whatever shape you need, you can create or you can change individual points with the help of direct selection tool. So remember this. So direct selection tool is must, should, you need to remember always. So always. So fine. So then go back to selection tool, select it. So if it is not required, delete that. So only do we have rectangle or a square? So no. So we have lot more shapes. So where you will find in the tools, you can see the shape over here. So just click and hold your mouse button. You can see lot more shapes. Initially we discussed on rectangle tool. So now we'll discuss on rounded rectangle tool. So just click. So after clicking, so don't drag. So just click on the screen. You will get a properties of the selected tool. So width, height, corner radius. So how much you need? So I need exact square like 10 mm by 10 mm with a corner radius of 2 millimeter. Apply OK. You can see a rounded rectangle. So again click. So if you need a rectangle, I need width of 25. Okay. So now you can see a rectangle. So if you need exact measurement of any tools or any shapes, select that object or select that shape tool. So instead of drawing, just click on the screen. A property will open. So ellipse, width 35, height 35. That means you will get a perfect ellipse over here. So if you need a oval, so or if you want to draw normally, just click and drag. So in whatever direction you will draw, you will get the shapes. If you need an exact square or an exact ellipse, hold shift and drag, you will get perfect square, perfect circle. So select everything by dragging, delete the unwanted things. So for all the tools you have that options, you can use that. So then the next one is polygon tool. So just draw. You can see 6 sides are there. If you need more side, you need to repeat the same process. Use a tool. Instead of drawing, click on the screen. Number of sides, how much sides you need, you can give and then apply OK. So you can see the major difference between these two things. So then the next one is star. In star also you have an option radius 1, radius 2 points. So by default now 5 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you need more than 5, so add over here. You can see. So after drawing your object, after modifying your object also you can change the color of your shapes or any object. So how? So just select a particular shape. In a right hand side you have still fill color and stroke color. So which color you need? Click, change the color. So you can see. If you want more colors, so currently you can see only few colors. If you need more than this, in the left hand side also you have an option of color properties. So the first one is foreground color, that is fill color. The second one is stroke color, that is background color. So which color you want to change, just double click on that. You will get a color picker option, a color mixer option. So you can edit the colors. You can use millions of colors, millions of shades. Once it is done, apply OK. So then again in the same way you can change the stroke. If you don't want stroke thickness more, so just decrease the stroke points. So this is how normally we work with a basic tool, a basic shapes. Okay. So then only this much shapes we have? No, we have still more shapes where you will find. So here you can see a line object, right? Line segment. So click. So just draw. So you can see a line. So usually you will get a line in a stroke. You can't able to fill color as it is only 2-point objects. There is no closed path over here. Only 2 points are there. So it is not at all a polygon. So if it is a polygon, you can close that. You can use fill color. So click and hold that. Inside that you have few more tools. Arc tool. So click and drag. So the same thing for this one also, no fill option. So then spiral tool. So click and drag. So this one we call it as a spiral. So each and individual time these shapes may not use. It depends on completely the kind of design you are doing. So just click. So here you have an option. One is clockwise and one is anti-clockwise. You can see both the changes. That is clockwise, counterclockwise. CW, CCW. So then the next one is rectangular grid. So click and drag. You can see the grids over there. If you need a particular grids like 2 into 2, 3 into 3, click. So here you have an option. So you will get a rectangular grid tool options. So for all the tools you will get this thing as usual, the same process. Number of division, horizontal division and vertical division. How much you need, you can give. By default again now I am giving 2 by 2. You can see horizontal 2 line, vertical 2 line. So that is a rectangular, and the next one is polar grid. So hold shift, you will get a perfect circle. So without shift you will get oval. So whatever you need, so you can draw the shapes You can change the color of each and individual things. So fine. So these are all the main shapes we need to concentrate, and these are the main things we need to use whenever we are doing any design. Without shapes, you can't able to create any design also. So today we discussed on move tool, direct selection tool. So then our shapes. So normal shapes are rectangle, rounded rectangle, ellipse, polygon, star, and the next one is a line, arc, spiral, rectangular grid, polar grid. So these are the main tools. With these things we discussed on how to fill a color, how to change the fill color and stroke color. With that, how to change a stroke points, the thickness of your border. I hope the session was informative. We'll catch up in the next session.